The Ravens beat the Jags 23-7. The Ravens improved to 11-4, clinch a playoff berth. The Baltimore Ravens have won 11 games this season for the first time since 2020 and for the third time in the last 5 years. Lamar, 14 of 24, 171, one touchdown, one pick. Trevor Lawrence was 25 of 43, 264, one touchdown, two fumbles. Time you watched this game, what did you like about the Ravens?
I love them defensively.
Mm-hmm.
I love them defensively. They kept pressure on. They got so many playmakers up front. Linebackers run from sideline to sideline, reminding you of how Sugar used to run from sideline to sideline.
Sugar.
They don't make a lot of mistakes, man. Defensively, they just don't make a lot of mistakes. And when you have an offense, led by Lamar, and they control the clock, man, they keep possession. That's tough to beat them. It really is, because he is so capable of doing anything, making a throw, making a run, extending the drive to get a first down. I love what the Baltimore Ravens are doing right now. It's not spectacular, but I love how they do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Ocho, and you watch and you saw Lamar ran around for about 3 or 4 seconds, maybe even 5 seconds, throw the pass down the field, Lively jumps up and catch it, and the defensive guy just sitting down, and he looks up at Lamar like, damn, you did that again? I mean, come on. I mean, he looking at his sidelines, looking at his team like, bro,
listen,
I mean, what am I supposed to do?
There's nothing you can do. Lamar's special. Lamar's dynamic. He. What I like about Lamar and what he's done is he's proved the doubters wrong, where everyone has said he is a running back. He's a run-first quarterback. But this season, he's done something that we haven't seen him do consistently throughout the entirety of a season. He showed that he can be a pocket passer first, he can process, make the reads he needs to make, and make all the throws, whether it's short, intermediate, or deep balls. And the players that he has are making the plays for him, as you saw tonight. And the funny thing about it is I could just sense the frustration in the defenders' faces. You got Lamar, you got him tackled, you got him going down to the ground, and he's still getting the ball off and making the passes and completing them. And obviously, them being number one in the AFC North, rightfully so, based on their play the entire season.
When you look at Lamar, he should have been dispelled that myth.
A long time ago.
Because when you win the MVP, you throw 36 touchdowns, you throw 6 picks, and you are unanimous. There's only been 2 unanimous MVPs since they started voting for MVPs. Is he and Tom Brady? So you're a unanimous MVP. You're no longer a running back that can throw. You're a quarterback that can run when necessary. When you look at this team and the way they're constructed, great special teams. Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. They can run the football. We know they get off the bus, they're going to run the football. We know that. Everybody knows that. And their defense, you mentioned, sideline to sideline with the linebackers, a defensive line that doesn't have big names, but they can get relentless pressure. And the corners, you still have Marlon Humphrey back there. Even though your free safety Hamilton didn't play, we know he's a playmaking free safety. What do you like most about this Ravens team, and how far do you think they can go in the AFC?
I like them, but I don't love them. The reason I don't love them is because they do everything good, but I don't see what they do great.
Right.
And when you get to the playoffs and you get down to it, you got to have a team that can stop the run and can run the ball. They can do both. But then it comes down to Lamar, and that's why he gets criticized. If he don't have one of those Lamar Jackson games, we get critical because he has to put the whole entire offense and team on his back. That's why he receives the criticism. And it's not warranted because he plays fantastic. Even when this is the only MVP that how you have an MVP holding out for money? Where they do that at? Like that don't even make sense. But
nowhere.
That's the thing with him. If he doesn't play great, we put it all on him, not the rest of his teammates.
Right. Ocho, what you thinking? What do you see? What do you like? What do you dislike?
Listen, I like what Prime said. The Ravens do everything good. They do everything great on defense, on the defensive side of the ball. But once we get to the playoffs, you think about some of the teams that they're going to have to see. Some of the AFC offenses that can put up points. We talk about 28, 30-some points a game. Will the Ravens be able to match that, even though their defense is good? What happens if you get into a shootout? What if it's a day where it's like the Cowboys, where you have an off day defensively and you have to rely on the offense to be able to score points, where you're going against the goddamn Buffalo Bills, or you're going against people like the Chiefs,
the Dolphins,
or the Dolphins for that matter. So will you be able to to have a shootout with a team like that. So Lamar Jackson, not only Lamar has to be on, so does that receiving core in Bateman, in Odell, and in Brother Zay Flowers. All them boys got to be on, including the tight ends.
Yeah. I agree with both of you have to say. The thing is that when you are more a run dominant team, the problem that you run into, especially in the playoff time, and guys, you know this, if you fall behind, how conducive is your offense for coming from behind? We know if you get the lead, you can take the air out of the ball and you can keep a Patrick Mahomes off the field. You can keep a Tua off the field. You can keep a Josh Allen off the field. But if you fall behind 10 or 14 points and they force
if
you
fall behind, if they fall behind, everybody drops 8 or they drop 7, man. You rush 4 and you make him hit the holes. You drop into a zone. You don't play, man. You just drop into a zone and make him have to pinpoint that pass, and that's when there's a problem. Although he can throw. I don't know why they say he can't throw. Yes. He's not accurate, because he can. But you know, this is one thing is a question to me, man, that rubbed me the wrong way. And Chad, maybe you can help me with this.
Yes, sir.
I love Lamar, and I think he's been criticized unfairly and unjustifiably so. But when is your homie that you grew up with? Like when he opts to go to another team, man, that right there, it made me say, what's up with that? I didn't know what was up with that. When your boy opts to go, way across town to
you talking about Hollywood?
You talking about Hollywood?
Okay.
I can tell you what that is.
Well, tell me.
Well, obviously, because Hollywood wanted to be more in a pass first type offense. And you think about the Ravens. The Ravens are a run dominated oriented offense. It's that way. Correct. It has always been that way, and I think the dynamic is what forced Hollywood to want to go somewhere where he thought he would get the ball and get the opportunities.
But you see how that's conflicting, how that makes other receivers around the league feel about Lamar, and I love Lamar, and I think he's that guy. But when you see that makes someone say, why would I go there? I'm not getting no numbers. I'm not gonna be. I'm not going no Pro Bowl. I'm not gonna be no All Pro. Like, and it just makes you think. And I think it's unjustifiable. That's why I'm hoping. I think they changed their thought process and they went in the draft and said, you know what, we're not gonna get him out of free agency. We got to draft him. Right.
No. Because guys want to catch play. Time you played 14 years, I played 14 years. Ocho, you played over a decade. As a wide receiver, blocking is fine. You know, hey, I want my running backs to get long runs, but I'm a receiver. Right. I'm here to catch the ball. But it goes to show me. Now, I thought you wanted to win because the Ravens was winning when Hollywood was there. Now, he ain't come close to getting to. I mean, I think they went to the playoffs 2 years ago.
They want to win now.
I think they lost.
Want to get paid too. That's a new man now.
Listen.
No, I want to win and get my numbers, Ty. Let me win and get 100. Let me get 100 catches, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that way. Win, then get the numbers. I think it's get the numbers, then win. Okay. It's a new player out there right now.
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? And tell me if you with me on this. Lamar Jackson, so much is on his plate that if he's off slightly, they're going to lose. Brock Purdy can be off slightly, but because he has a C-Mac, he has a Debo, he has a Kittle, he has an Ayuk, they can overcome it. You look at Josh Allen. Okay, I think he and Lamar shoulders a lot more burden than, say, a Brock Purdy or Dak Prescott. Because I think the biggest thing, and we're going to talk about the Cowboys, is their inability to run the football, and they miss Zeke a lot more than they thought they would. But I think when I look at Lamar and I look at their team, everything is contingent on him. If he's off slightly, they're not winning.
That's right. But you got to understand, man, as much is given, much is required. We can't hand you a bag and everything you need better be in that bag. All right. That's just the way everything you need better be in that bag. That's just how it is. And that's what we expect from all these handsomely paid quarterbacks because they've earned it. But you got to
Mahomes,
you got to produce.
Yeah, and I think the thing, I think the thing right before we get off topic on Lamar, the thing with Lamar is he's so special. Yes. He's so special. There are certain things and certain dynamics that happen within a game that he can overcome. If he's not playing perfect, all he's going to need is for Zay Flowers, Odell, and Rashad Bateman to play consistent, decent football for 4 quarters. for 4 quarters.
Yeah, but see, the difference is like the quarterback not playing. Because here's the thing, the 49ers, they can run the football. If Brock Purdy's having an off day, Christian McCaffrey can run you out of the building. He still can go get you 125, 130, and get you 2 or 3 touchdowns. Right. And because they're not incumbent on them throwing the ball down the field. Now, Purdy can throw the ball down the field, but look how many swing passes he give to Christian McCaffrey, or Texas route he give McCaffrey, and he all of a sudden he's getting 10 yards. Or Debo.
Please don't forget Debo.
Debo is a running. Once the ball is in Debo's hands, Debo is as good a receiver.
All-pro tight end. Like, let's not forget all these. Let's not forget all that now.
And then you got that big, you got the whole left side locked down with Big Trent.
Right.
He locking it all down. So, but I hope Lamar, because the people say, well, Shannon, you're so hard on him. Bro, he's an MVP. We're supposed to be hard on MVP. There's only three.
You have expectation. You have high. You're not hard.
Yes.
You have high expectations. That's what that is. And we do too.
Do you realize there's only 3 current players in the NFL that are MVP? Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, and no, Roger.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
There's only 3.
That's right.
So shouldn't the expectations be there for a unanimous MVP to be consistent? And look, we're not expecting you to throw for 304 touchdowns every game, but there has to be a level of expectations given what you've already accomplished. We can't say, well, Shannon, he's still young. Bro, he's an MVP, a unanimous MVP. He's been an all-pro. He was selected by his peers as the best player in the league one year.